right after high school, I had little to no idea how college functioned. It was just incredibly overwhelming. I remember my first day on campus, when was it? Right after I had graduated, I remember, and I had stepped on campus and there was just lines and lines of people waiting for the counseling office and applying for different types of clubs and organizations that I had no familiarity with. So I looked around and I asked myself, like, okay, where are the tables? You know, when you're in high school, you're usually given a progress report and a counselor's usually there, and there's usually like a letter down here and it says A through G or so forth and so forth. So I was looking for a table where I can find a letter for my last name, right? So it was tragic. There were no tables. It didn't exist, and I spent almost half an hour trying to just search for these tables, right? And so I was a little concerned because everyone looked like they were going somewhere, and I thought that they were going to class, and I thought, well, where's my class? Where do I go? And I went to every building, just knocking on doors. Hey, do you guys have any opportunities for me? I just had no idea what to do. I had no idea. I was in search of guidance. And so it wasn't until I ran into the science building. There was a huge banner. It said MESA, Mathematics, Engineering, and Science Achievement. I thought that was awesome. It just caught my attention, and I was like, okay, let's check it out. So I go in, and there's this man with a suit, super spiffy, and I was just like, I'm gonna go talk to that guy and see what he has to offer, right? I just had no idea what to do. So I went up to him, and I'm like, hey, my name is Luis Garcia, and I'm here in search of guidance. I don't know how to begin my semester. I know this is kind of embarrassing, but can you help? And he said, yeah, no, you came to the right place. I mean, the question is, do you want it as much as you want to breathe? And then that's where it just hit me, like, what is he talking about? And then that's when I met Raphael, right? So the director of MESA program, and that's where he showed me how to become successful. All during high school, I didn't really care about GPA or didn't know how to take notes diligently. It was just it's kind of like going through the process backwards, not really knowing and just being blind, not having the resources, the tool, information on how to become successful. So it wasn't until I met this man that, you know, he introduced me to these different types of tactics and tools, in which now I've been implementing till this day. And believe it or not, wow, it's helped me so much in the sense that now I feel confident about my skills. I never thought that in my academic career I would ever get 100% on an exam, especially a math class. Like, I just thought it was impossible. I just thought it was for the people who just went above and beyond, right? Who usually knew the secret to all the formulas and et cetera, et cetera. So now I honestly know how to implement every tool. So, I mean, the first things first, GPA matters, right? And before you even go into class, you need to be aware of what's going on, right? You need to know the material before you go in, because then if you go in a class and your teacher is basically teaching you a new concept and you have little to no idea what it's about, you're basically walking into the class blind, right? Because you just have no idea of what's going on. So this semester I'm taking Calc 2, and I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I got 100% on the first exam and my last exam that I just got back, and it's taught me how to become more proactive than reactive. There's a difference between someone who's a victim and a creator. So typically victims are people who make excuses, blame others, and basically habits that I had before coming into college and being introduced to the MESA culture. And, you know, I've seen significant changes ever since I started realizing that model, and ever since I've been implementing it into my life. But now I'm proud to say that I'm a MESA creator, and I love it. And there's just so much out there, and I'm just out there to get it.